You are listening to the TN Horror Podcast Network. Horror with a sense of humor. Friday, September 13th, McMinnville, Tennessee. Are you ready for Rigor Mortis? Rigor Mortis is a walk-through dark attraction filled with state-of-the-art environments, amazing special effects, and terrifying live actors. Journey through not just one haunted house, but two for the price of one. First, prepare to witness the truth behind the McMinnville nuclear fallout shelter, as well as discover what lies behind the flooded walls of the underground McMinnville mortuary. Can you make it through this terrifying haunt? We'll see.
Hi, I'm Bill Mosley, and you're in the horror basement. Lick my plate, you dog bitch.
Welcome to the Horror Basement. We talk horror and more. Coming to you from the basement of my mom's trailer. I'm one of the three hosts, Johnny, and we have Jim Jam and Yeti here with us.
Hey.
Jim Jam here.
That was weird.
Where were you at?
And we're serving up horror all over the land like biscuits and gravy, baby. Yes, we are. And on today's podcast, we will be discussing we're going to be discussing some news, Hellarious, the movie Hellarious that's coming out here shortly.
Anthology.
Will it be out by... Yeah, it comes out Tuesday, right?
I believe so.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, and of course, we're jumping on the bandwagon and what everybody's probably going to do this week, It, Chapter 2. And we're going to spoil the hell out of it.
So yeah, there's your spoiler warning.
Yeah, like, if you haven't watched it, probably shouldn't listen to this, because...
To the end of it anyways.
I mean, we're not going to go like an hour and a half in detail for the movie, but we're going to ruin some parts of it and talk about what we like and what we didn't like. And there we go. Okay, question of the week, and I got one now, I guess.
Yay!
Yay! And since we're just running with It Chapter 2, might as well include it in the question of the week. Art the Clown versus Pennywise the Clown. Who will win in a battle to the death with honey and glass? Sorry, no. That was that one show movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Kickboxer.
Yeah, Kickboxer. Yeah, remember?
Could you?
Remember they taped their hands up and dipped it in honey and glass?
Could you imagine if fucking Art and Pennywise
Just duking it out.
Yeah.
Like Pennywise doing this little dancey thing, and he had glass on his freaking knuckles.
Like the rope-a-dope.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Does his dumb little dance, he hits him with a quick left.
Yeah.
Bah, bah.
Okay, so who will win in this fight?
Oh, shit.
Yeti, you go first.
Are we just going to like discuss this as a round table? Because, I mean, this is more of a topic. I think it's going to turn into.
Yeah.
Then,
Fuck it, yeah. We'll go.
I mean, but it is a question of the week. If you would like to answer the question of the week, hit us up on at the Horror Basement Podcast on Instagram.
Yeah.
I forgot to plug that. My bad. At the beginning. So yeah, I'm going Pennywise.
Explain.
Well, oh God, I don't want to ruin the movie for the people.
You already said
yeah,
spoilers.
but come on, like we're not even in the movie of the week.
So?
I just don't think he could beat him because of circumstances that we all know, and he couldn't bring him down to size. How about that? Without giving away anything major, he could.
But obviously, Art the Clown can come back from getting killed.
Well, that's true. But how's he going to kill Pennywise?
I mean, eating a 38 special is pretty final for a mortal being, but it's not on par with being eaten by an interdimensional fucking entity.
Spider demon? That's more like a crab.
But if Pennywise was just Pennywise, let's just say he
don't transform or nothing?
Yeah, he's not transformed. Because we're talking about Pennywise the Clown.
So is he still big, though?
He is the size of a man.
Okay, if it's
You know what I'm saying? Like, because we're saying Pennywise the Clown, we're not saying final battle Pennywise, right?
Good point.
the final boss.
Yeah, I mean, because technically that's what he was.
That's what they did. They did a video game thing.
I mean, he was the
It was
final
a
boss.
fucking video game. Oh, I've got
Well, I
words.
mean,
I've got so many words. I can't wait. I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna go. I mean, really, if he strikes first and strikes hard, and doesn't let Art come, like if he's like it's like an unrelenting attack from the start, Pennywise would have him. But if he gives Art any time to breathe, lets him get on the inside a little bit, it's over with. Because Art's a fucking brawler. I mean, Pennywise's whole fucking gig is to scare kids. You know what I'm saying?
So he's more cerebello.
He's a doy in fucking clown makeup.
He's a cerebral assassin.
Who is a cerebral assassin?
Triple H.
Yeah, but see, I say Pennywise, but then if they're down to size, I think Pennywise would run away.
Like he did in the first.
Yeah, because like Art could get on the inside of him, like Yeti was saying, and jab him a couple times. Cut he could.
Yeah,
he so would rope a dope his ass.
Yeah, he'd have the fake haymaker coming on, you know. But I'm gonna go Pennywise. I it's a hard decision though.
Like if you put him in a cage and made him fight, you know, they couldn't run away. I think like I said, I think Pennywise would have a good shot out the gate. But if he let Art fucking get his breath, yeah, he'd have to bite the fuck out of him quick.
He'd just bite his head off.
But I mean, could you imagine though the head pop back?
Oh yeah, that's how it would end up.
Like a balloon.
Like he gets an air pump, starts pumping it,
and his head pop back up.
Yeah,
that would be pretty funny to see.
It'd be funnier if it was like a red balloon that came out,
and then it popped, and there's his head.
It popped, and Art's face was back. He's like, he honked his horn at her.
Yeah, that needs to happen on Celebrity Deathmatch on the fucking Claymation, dude. That would be freaking amazing. Could you see that in Claymation?
Currently in my mind, that's
yeah.
Funny.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Fuck yes! If only our mind, we could plug something in our mind and just, dude.
No, we don't start with that technology.
That'd be cool though.
Good God, we'd be robbed of all of our information.
Hey, could you imagine all the pornos?
What's that movie or that TV show where they're like, here, I need to see the last 24 hours of what you did, because they have the device in their head and they can pop it up on a TV anytime they want to.
That'd be scary.
Is that Black Mirror? Or?
Yeah, probably. Or Mr. Robot, maybe? I don't know.
Black Mirror.
Dude.
Black Mirror.
Movies would be fucked.
No, you'd be fucked because your wife would be able to pull up any instance that you pissed her off and where you acted dumb and be like, remember this? And then it just pops up on the screen. And she can edit it any way that she wants to in her mind. So where it just makes you look even worse than what the actual memory.
That would suck.
That's the only part I watched of that show, and it was like, she's like, well, remember when you said this? And he's like, but you didn't even finish it. You know, like, I was just like,
remember when I did this?
Oh, yeah. But that's crazy. But anyways, so I'm going Pennywise. We got way off track again.
I'm going to go with Art.
All right.
Because his head can come back.
Or I'm gonna go. We just made that up.
I'd go Pennywise in the first. It goes to more than one round. Art's got it. Okay. I have a boxing match in my mind. I'm sorry.
So man, that was.
It goes more than one round. Pennywise is fucked.
Pennywise, instead of boxing gloves, he'd have balloons on his hands.
He would just have them claws come out, and he just fucking.
True.
But yeah, so
yeah.
Like I said, if you want to answer that, hit us up at the Horror Base Podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a little picture or something. Or Yeti, would you be able to do that, or do you have time?
Tea and Horror on
a versus picture, and then we can throw it up.
Just take a boxing standoff picture, and then put their faces on top of.
Yes.
Question of the week.
I wish I could find a whole body thing from
And you can also follow us at Tea and Horror on all the other social media stuff if you would like to do that. And also, don't forget to check out teaandhorror.com, speaking of Tea and Horror, because We got a merch page on there where we have awesome shirts and stuff, designs. You can help support us. And there is a haunt directory on there, guys. It's haunt season, and it's not just for Tennessee. It is for everywhere, like a lot of places. Jim Jam worked on it really hard. Tells you the city, tells you the haunt. You click on it, it takes you right to their haunt page. That way you can get all the information you need from there. It's just a directory, so it's awesome. And also, you can go check out Haunt Seekers Tennessee. Go check them out.
Hey, the Great Lakes is 483 feet deep. Just thought I'd let y'all know that. That was the last thing on my browser when I.
Why were you looking that up?
Well,
We was just
Who are
talking
you
about.
burying?
We was talking about the Great Lakes earlier when we was eating lunch.
uh-huh.
Or I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop somebody off in that bitch.
And it has like a stone bottom to it.
Oh really?
Have you recently taken out a life insurance policy on your wife?
Yeah.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Are you
God.
visiting the Great Lakes? Just curious, Aaron. No, but she has been watching
I'm trying to get to her before she gets to me.
Killer Women, whatever that show, Killer Women.
Yeah, she's watching that show, so I'm trying to get in before she gets me.
Dude, she brought that up yesterday. She was like, I've been watching this. I don't know what the title of the show is, but Killer Women on ID Discovery or whatever,
Oh, I love that channel.
And I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, she's plotting, She's
And
plotting.
then later on, she brought it up again. I'm like, yeah, when you first said that, I was like, well, Jimmy's fucked. She's over here taking notes. This is how this bitch fucked up. This is how this one fucked up. I'm going to learn from their mistakes.
I'm telling you, man, you watch that channel for like fucking 2 days straight, it'll have you thinking that you can commit the perfect murder.
Yeah, it does.
I love
For
that
sure.
shit, man.
And also, we just want to put our thoughts out and whatever prayers, if you would say, some people say, to Sid Haig. He's in the ICU, and I don't think there's been an update yet.
I haven't seen one. All last I saw was that he suffered an accident the other day, is I think that how they put it.
And it's on. You follow his Instagram. Sid Haig says.
It's his wife that's posting, obviously.
Yeah, that's Sylvie.
Yeah.
And just keep your thoughts and prayers in there, for him, if that's what you do.
Sending big love to fucking Sid Haig, man. Woof.
Yeah,
He's a gift to the industry for real.
and he's just a really cool dude.
Hope it pulls through.
Yeah, because it hate for anything bad to happen. But yeah, so
Anyway,
follow him on Instagram and keep tabs there if you'd like. I don't know. Maybe by the time this podcast gets out, we'll have news that he is in recovery and he's good. That's what I'm hoping. So our first topic. What is our first topic?
Hellarious, man. It's this new anthology movie that's coming out. It's not it's not an anthology because there's no wraparound story like it would be in an anthology. It's a collection of shorts with some cool title cards in between them. And there's 7 shorts, and they're all bloody horror comedies. There's fucking awesome practical effects. Like they're so well curated that there's such an even keel that you can kind of say like the entire thing has solid practical effects, good performances. They're all well shot. And also, as an added bonus, it's the first time that fucking one of my favorite shorts ever, The Lunch Ladies, will be in hard copy.
Hard copy? Oh, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's on physical media. There's a full review ish on tnhorror.com if you want to check that out. It's got a pre-order link, release date, all that shit. You can pre-order a fucking special edition Blu-ray from Horror Pack, and it comes with all 7 shorts. And in the special features is the world premiere of Clarissa Jacobson. She's the writer and producer of Lunch Ladies, for those who don't know. She did another short called Very Important Film, and it's incredible. It's a life-changing, it's a very important film. You should totally I mean, that's worth that. Lunch Ladies and like one or two of the other shorts are worth the price of the DVD, and all 7 of them are really fucking solid.
That'll be a great pickup right there to add to your collection.
Yeah. Y'all both watched it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good.
Sorry, I'm over here like trying to find the information because, Tuesday, September 17th is when it's coming out. It will ship. The Blu-ray is $20 on horrorpack.com. And and they got shirts, $25. It's really good movie. It's funny, and Killer Cart.
Oh my god, completely ridiculous but awesome.
That was the whole thing. It was so ridiculous, but I loved it. I was like,
also,
this is funny. Like the cart, I didn't know that what happened would happen. Like if they would go full on Killer Cart with the mouth, but they did it. And dude, I was just over there laughing. I was like, dude, this is so fucking crazy. And the actors were really good in it, so it's awesome.
What about the where the dog turns into a human?
That was one of the best werewolf stories I've ever, like, maybe not like the best werewolf, but the most unique and original werewolf fucking story I've ever heard. It was awesome.
It was like a reverse bestiality type thing.
Well, yeah, there was that too. And that's the thing. Like all of these stories, seeing something new and original that even if it makes you go, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
Dude, okay.
It's so nice to see new shit. Go ahead.
Oh, well, no, I guess I can't spoil it. I wanted to, but I'm not sure if we're supposed to talk about it.
No, go ahead.
One of the parts where he just takes a Twinkie and throws it down into fucking oil. I won't get into no more. I just want to. What the fuck is that?
Was it oil or was he boiling it?
I thought it was oil because he had a jug on the counter.
I hope so.
But I'm like, I thought you battered Twinkies and then deep fried them.
He wasn't.
He didn't give a fuck.
He's like, I just want a deep fried Twinkie,
But see, I don't know. I've never eaten a deep fried Twinkie. I don't know if that's how they do it.
Yeah, I'm not
but
that
I've
kind of
seen
fat.
it. Yeah, I'm a big dude, but I do not care for a deep fried Twinkie.
What about some deep fried butter?
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
I'll come across.
That's like Wisconsin State Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, but don't get me wrong. The real deal butter, not margarine.
Yeah.
Is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to fucking
can't just eat a
butter.
stick.
No.
Yeah, that's a little much. I had a deep fried Mars bar one time.
See,
Me and like 2 other people split one.
I couldn't do it.
It was like a bite apiece, just because we were all like, I wonder what that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was curiosity. It was just, and it was not good.
Well, and with me, I'm not a big fan of chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm that guy, and so just a gooey chocolate mess would just all I could taste is chocolate. It would just be gross.
Yeah, it was fucking gross.
It's like, how do they deep fry fucking ice cream?
I think that's just.
I think
it's the batter. You're deep frying the batter. You know.
Yeah, because it's like ice cream balls in a frozen shell, I think.
Yeah,
and then and then they flash fry it. So by the time it's fried and out of the fucking grease, it hasn't had time to melt the ice cream yet.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can ever think of on how to do it. But otherwise, I have no clue. No clue.
Food corner. Fuck yeah.
we got
to it, by God.
Well, deep fried Twinkies, baby. Yeah, so go check out Hellarious for sure. It's really good, and we didn't make it into a movie of a week or nothing because it's not out yet, and we don't really want to. I don't really want to spoil it for anyone. Like it's just something like you should watch around Halloween and get your friends to watch around Halloween. Because they're
Definitely watch it with some friends.
and because they're just a bunch of 7 short films. Some of them are longer than others, and death metal was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god!
Where he's in the park.
Yeah, like, and it just, I don't know, it's just they're silly, but they're good.
Really well made.
Hell yeah,
And,
for sure.
like, good story, original stories. Oh man, you can't go wrong. If you want to read like a full review, there's no spoilers in my review either. I didn't even go into every one of the shorts. If you want to check out a review, like a little bit deeper in, you can fucking go to tnhorror.com. I've got a review up for it. I loved it, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, and Clarissa, I don't know why I'm having a part saying her name, Jacobson. We did a podcast with her. You can go look that up somewhere. You can find it, I'm sure, somehow.
If I remember, I'll put it in the description.
Yeah, and
probably in the near future, we'll have her back on and have and maybe some other folks connected with Hellarious in the future. This maybe possibly. So
Sweet.
be on the lookout for that.
And go follow her on Instagram because she's always talking about popcorn.
Popcorn?
Yeah, follow the Lunch Ladies on Instagram. They're pretty silly.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
Good time. Call me, Soretta. Call me. I know you're listening to this. I know you've seen them smoke signals. Call me.
Fucking goofy.
Oh shit!
Which one is Soretta?
She's the bigger one.
Oh, the one that actually took her shirt off?
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
If she's not, I thought he had that geriatric thing, so I'm surprised.
Did y'all hear that there was a bunch of eel DNA in Loch Ness? Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah. I seen a headline where that it could be a big eel. And that's what you're seeing, the head of it above the water. And,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They don't have like a body like a dinosaur or with
It could
flaps.
just be a big fucking eel.
Just a massive fucking eel.
It could be horse shit.
I don't think horse shit could move around like that. But I mean, that's my personal.
So someone's out there trying to ruin people's idea of Loch Ness, huh?
Here's the thing.
Dude, I'm so,
if this fucking eel is that old, that's an old
And
son of a
that
bitch
big.
eel. Yeah.
I'm sorry. If it was a giant eel, it wouldn't ruin Loch Ness for me because that's still an enormous eel. That is still a monster.
Why are they having such hard time finding it?
Well,
Because it's an
it's
eel.
because the Loch Ness monster. For one, it's an eel, and eels are slippery and they hide.
Slippery little. They're like slippery little snakes.
You can't trust an eel.
They might fool you.
Can't trust
They
an
can-
eel.
They control the media and all the banks and everything.
That's the reptilians, man.
This is the wrong one, man.
Fucking
anyway.
eels. You go up there and it's just like this real skinny ass fucking dude. No arms.
Just flopping in a chair. Hello,
I'm the Loch Ness monster.
I am a Raksasar.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Damn.
Towels
Well-
underneath him to soak up all the water because he's got to get back in the tank when you leave. God damn.
It's like, God damn it, this is what's in charge. Son of a bitch.
I had
You don't
this.
even have thumbs.
Oh my god, dude.
They got Greys taking them out of their tanks and putting them back in.
Crazy. Them broke into some aliens and everything.
Oh fuck yeah! The Greys serve the reptilians as on like butlers, like cosmic butlers. But what it is Loch Ness monster is an interdimensional being, much like Sasquatch, so it blinks in and out of reality. Kind of like aliens. These things that we can't find, that we see, and people fucking try to dismiss. It's because they blink in and out of our dimension, either on accident or on purpose, to study what's on the other side of the bubble wall. And they come from a dimension that is obviously much, much stranger than ours.
Yeah, that was always the thing. Like When you think you see a ghost, it's not really a ghost.
What is it?
It's somebody from a different dimension.
Yeah, it's somebody from a time.
Yeah, it's a time lapse or whatever,
Mm.
where it slips in.
Like a slippery snake.
Yep.
Like, you can't trust Neil.
Can't trust Neil.
Can't trust a fucking eel. Fucking eels. So, since it's It Week, Chapter 2, so It Chapter 2 hauled in $91 million domestically over the last 3 days, the second highest horror movie opening of all time.
And it's only Sunday.
Yeah, analysts had estimated the flick would bring in more than $100 million.
It's the second highest grossing horror movie of all time.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you just said movie.
No, I don't know. Hey, $91 million? Come on,
But
man.
didn't it break a
Shit.
record for pre-sales?
Yeah, but Warner Brothers only estimated $85 million. Like, they set the bar low because, if you set it too high and it don't make it, then you're a failure. And everyone's like, oh, you fucking failed.
It's pretty cool that oh, never mind. We won't talk about it. We'll wait.
Man, I went to an AMC theater last night. I think it was an AMC.
We did too.
Man, it was a Regal. My bad. It was a Regal. And we went in, and it was just like there was red balloons everywhere, and they had the combo with the It bucket and the It cup.
Oh, damn.
They was just fucking.
Yeah, they didn't have it at AMC. All they had was a shitty-ass yellow raincoat with some damn window cling hung up on the wall for you to take pictures with.
Yeah, it was like it's like one of them you could hang up on your door.
Yeah.
And then they had a raincoat.
And then the balloon was all like...
And a floppy-ass balloon that looked like it didn't never have helium in it.
Yeah, someone blew it up with their mouth.
Huh.
And then before you got to the theater, it had...
the one that had the doors?
Yeah, it had the doors. Scary, very scary, not scary, whatever.
Watch out for that not scary one.
It's a cute dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I will tell you this. It's very popular because we got out of the movie and there was people already fucking... While we was walking out, there's people outside of the theater waiting to go in.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
I don't go to the movies super often, but it's been a long time since I've seen the theater that full.
Does the theater you go to have reclining seats?
No, the theater I went to had moving seats. It was a fucking 4DX theater. So you know those roller coasters that you ride that are like just stadium seating and the fucking seats rock and the fans come on and shoot you? It was like that.
So you felt vibrations and shit?
Yeah.
You didn't break it, did you?
No, but
I know I would have break it.
I did end up fucking getting up and going to the bathroom partway through the movie. And then for the last act, I just kind of stood in the walkway below seating. This shit was tearing my back up.
Yeah, that would
but
be...
it was fun.
The, where we was at recline seats, the fucking bass vibrated so hard your seat would move anyway, so it was so fucking super duper loud.
Oh, and then the last part up with all the strobes give me a damn headache.
Oh, dude, they had a sign up before you come in and it said
epilepsy warning.
Yeah, gave an epilepsy warning. They had
a
a piece of paper up like it chapter 2 has flashing lights. If this bothers you, you don't need to see it.
Yeah, it made my damn right temple start aching.
Really, I don't have any issues with that. Thank God.
I have some words about that too.
Thank God. But what I was saying is like where we went, it is reserved seating. You pick the spot you want to sit in when you order tickets. Yeah. Well, these motherfuckers were there 30 minutes before the movie starts. Or more. Because the next movie probably didn't start till 4.
Yeah.
Because we went and it's at the what time was it? 12 o'clock one. And we got out at like 3:05 and the credits were running, so that's probably...
There's people sitting around in the credits like it's a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I don't know if there was anything after credit or not, because I was like, fuck this, dude. Because the movie was like 2 hours and 40 minutes long, so that made the credits like 10 or 12 minutes. And I'm like, no. I'm not.
A lot of people to thank.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sitting around for that. But yeah, these people were just out there waiting. And I'm not sure if it's like this everywhere else or where anyone else goes, but it's legit 20 minutes worth of fucking trailers before a movie starts.
Oh, yeah.
20 fucking minutes, dude. And it's just like, we got there and I seen 2 trailers because we was running late. And Jimmy and his family walked in right as the movie was starting.
Yeah.
So they timed it perfect because they had to get popcorn and drinks. But what you missed was the Birds of Prey trailer for Harley Quinn. And the It balloons come up. 4 red balloons come up. And then the DC comes through. And then here comes Harley Quinn and she swings her bat and busts the balloons. And she's like, I'm so sick of clowns.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
So
Did you get to see that, Yeti?
Is it
Yeah.
Margie? What's her name?
DC.
No, what's the girl's name?
Margot Robbie.
It was her.
Yeah.
So
I was like,
she's
oh, this
got her
is cool.
standalone Harley Quinn.
It's going to
movie?
happen next year. Yeah, y'all missed that. That was
You
one.
think that's on YouTube by now?
I don't know, but that's one good trailer, and you don't need to pull it up right
I'm
now.
not. I'm just saying.
But that's one thing you need. It was just cool to see. I was like, oh shit, it's already starting. Oh fuck, they're not here. Then it was like,
hell
nope.
yeah.
Like, nope, that's not it. That's just Harley Quinn. They fucking duped me.
That's what I thought too. I was like, oh, the balloons. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, right on. Let's get this started. And then the DC logo came up, and I was like, wait, this is fishy.
Yeah, I was like, this ain't a DC movie.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Is there some hidden crossover we didn't know about?
Yeah, I was the same way.
DC and Warner Bros. Well, I think they work together because I remember.
Well, that's probably why they did the preview like that.
Yeah, because I remember watching Batman the animated series. It was on WB.
Yeah, that's probably why they did the whole trailer like that. It's just because they could, because they have something to do with both of them possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it was just cool. Like,
I'll definitely go see that Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Margot is, oh my god,
I fucking love Margot Robbie. She's awesome.
she's really cool too. Like whenever you see her do interviews, she just seems like really cool. So it's like, that's awesome, you know. But who knows? I don't know her in real life, so never
So
will.
sick of clowns.
Yeah, or something like that. I'm so tired of clowns.
I want to see that. I have to check it out.
Joker movie. Just heads up on the Joker.
I don't
movie.
understand what that. What are they doing with that? What's
It's
going
totally.
on?
It's like total.
It's not even DC, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, it is.
has to be. But that son of a bitch got a standing ovation when it. I think it played in Italy. People stood up, clapped, and was hollering "Bravo!" Like that's how fucking good of a movie people. That's how much they loved it.
So I guess they got an advanced screening of it.
Yeah, like it showed at a theater for critics, and the critics are just saying Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is on par with Heath Ledger, if not better.
Damn. Is this like the
almost as good as Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, I mean, and all 3 of them movies are totally different.
Oh yeah.
I guess
Jack Nicholson Joker to me was more comic book Joker.
Yeah.
You know, like he was like, oh yeah, he's wearing a big purple suit. He's, you know, the way he's acting, you know, totally different movies, totally different Jokers.
Yeah.
But they say the way Joaquin Phoenix, like, he's really fucking awkward in his mannerism and movements, and it makes you embarrassed for him. You know how you watch a TV show and you're just like, you cringe on the inside, and you're like, I do not want to watch this because you're so embarrassed for that person.
I can't watch this.
Yeah. Well, they're saying that he's like that in parts of the movie, but then once he becomes the Joker, it's like, oh shit, the mannerism and movements just are even weirder. So yeah, just want to throw that out there. You know, thought I'd give that little fact.
Nice.
I said that on somebody's post that was like, I haven't heard anything about the Joker movie, and I don't really want to, so I told them all about it.
You asshole.
Yeah.
They had to read it too, huh?
Yeah.
They like it?
I don't know. No, they did not. They didn't respond to it at all. I said I don't listen to critics because, you know, I don't care what they say about a movie.
Yeah.
Because to me, everyone, you form your own opinion.
I'm like when I look at Rotten Tomatoes, which I rarely do, I'm more interested in the audience score than the critic score.
Yeah, because I fall in the audience. Because the critics, to sit there and judge a whole movie, like what we do, we talk about a movie and what we like and didn't like. I don't break down the fucking that he said this line this way. I don't know. how could you go to movies all the time? It would get old if you was just a movie critic.
Yeah.
I watch movies like that. I watched it like that.
See, I didn't.
They're okay.
Let's just get into the movie of the week.
Sometimes I watch movies like it's not my constant fucking mindset. I would go insane. You're absolutely right. That would get fucking old really fast. But there are times when, like, for reviews or for shit like this, I put my critic hat on, and I don't like the term movie critic, though. I'm just always going to be a pothead who watches horror movies. You know?
And well, before we get into the movie of the week, guys, if you want to support a small business owner, go check out Macabre Melts on Etsy, and you can also support us by getting a For the Love of Horror candle. But she's got some really cool, candles and bath bombs and stuff. If your woman loves Halloween and the morbid, stuff, macabre stuff,
Yeah.
hit her up, guys. Hit her up, right? Do you right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Macabre Melts.
That-
Thought I'd throw that out there. Do we have anything else going on?
I don't know.
You leave this town. The farther away, the hazier it all gets. But me, I never left. I remember all of it.
To the losers.
We made an oath.
Swear? If it isn't dead, if it ever comes back, we'll come back too.
We didn't stop it.
Pennywise.
The clown. We can't let it happen again.
Hello?
Hello.
For 27 years, I dreamt of you. I craved you. I missed you.
We need to finish it. For good.
I've seen all of us die. It consumes us from the inside until we don't have a choice anymore.
You lied. And I died. You lied. And I died.
This is the movie of the week. Movie of the week.
All right, guys. So if you didn't guess by now, from all the other stuff we've been talking about, It Chapter 2. It Chapter 2.
Last chance to step off the train before we roll into Spoiler Town.
Yep, the movie of the week is starting now, so you can step off the train right now. Get off. Watch your step, though. Watch your step, because it's fast moving. First thoughts, without a spoiler, I enjoyed the movie. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was a 2 hour and, like I said, 45 minute. I know the runtime says 2 hour 50, but they do like 10 minutes of fucking or whatever scroll or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And so 2 hours, 40 minutes, and I wasn't bored.
No, not at all. I look over and Johnny's over laughing a lot of the time.
Yeah, I giggle when I see. I can't help it, but when I see Pennywise, it makes me laugh. Like, I don't know why, but I see him or something, where I know he's coming, and I just love it.
I didn't really think he had too much of a big role in this movie. This is again focused on the Losers Club, I believe.
Well, I mean, that's what
Yeah, that's
what that's what it is. I mean, he don't really have that big of a role. It's all around him. But gosh, I want to try to do some stuff spoiler free. Okay, I didn't like how they showed the characters. When they introduced them, it was like if you watch the first movie, and I've never read the book, so I don't know how the book goes. I think Yeti's has read the book, correct, Yeti?
Yeah, it's been a while, and I did some reading up last night on a few talking points, but yeah, I've read the book.
Okay, so I don't know, like when it showed them as their older selves, and their lifestyle right then in the original made for TV movie, whatever. It seemed like they showed a little bit more of them in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like a little bit more of their life. And the one that I really had an issue with was Barbara. Because in the first movie...
Barbara.
Is that her?
Beverly.
Beverly. My bad. Sorry. It's a B, man. It's a B. I don't know why I said Barbara. But Beverly, or Bev. In the first movie, it was when they showed her, it was more like she was empowered. Because, she's in an abusive relationship. Yeah, granted, spoiler, she hits him with a picture frame. But in that first movie, she grabbed that belt and told him, "You will never hit me again with this."
Well, I have a little bit of an issue. I had since the first movie, It Chapter 1. I've had a little bit of a problem with how they handled Bev's character in this movie. I don't really remember fucking clearly from the book, but from a standpoint of comparing it to the other movie, to the fucking, you know what? Fuck anybody who nitpicks. To me, the miniseries was the original movie. That's how it will be called from here on out. I'm not trying to please anybody. Comparing them, like in the first movie, or in Chapter 1, when Bev gets caught in the deadlights and she's floating, okay, and fucking Ben comes and does that goddamn Snow White Sleeping Beauty love's first kiss wakes her up thing, that really fucking steals her agency as a badass character, because in the book she's badass. She's the thing that brings them together through that really icky scene that we're all fucking thankful it wasn't in either of the movies. And in this, she's just, her whole fucking performance is just like putting her hand over her mouth and gasping. The way they fucking, they take a lot of Bev's power, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, and Jim Jam hasn't watched the original because he said it's boring, but you should have watched at least the first part of it about the Luther Club, because it's really good. And I don't know, it just kind of messed with me because she kind of ran away from him. Granted, she left her wedding ring, but I was just like, I'd rather seen her like step up and say, "You'll never fucking do this to me again." Yeah,
that was one of my favorite parts of the original movie was fucking. She's like, "Never again," and she fucks him up, but good, and then it kicks him out of her house as she leaves.
Yeah. So, I mean, but I guess they don't want to go exactly to the same of the first movie. And then, did you notice Ben? And when they showed Ben, did you notice the original Ben? You didn't, because you haven't seen it. Did you, Yeti?
Was he in the fucking...
the big guy that was talking at the very beginning?
Yeah.
That was the original Ben.
No shit.
In the movie. The little kid.
I know, but what big guy, though?
Okay.
In the boardroom.
The boardroom where they were introducing the characters as their older selves. The Ben, the guy, he got skinny. Well,
he was telling him, the guy who was like, "Oh, let's put in these walls and blah, 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 blah."
The guy standing up, and the other guy was like, "We need to put walls in it, though." And then they just go to the TV. Well, I was like, dude, that guy looks exactly like...
Oh, so it was him?
Yeah, I was like, that guy looks exactly like Ben, like the kid. And I was just like, man, I found out it was him.
So from the TV show?
Yeah, from the original, as the kid that played in the original TV show was him. I was like,
that's
wow,
cool.
that was fucking awesome.
Is that the only one that made...
I think so. I think he's the only one that... Because, well, I mean, unfortunately, John Ritter passed away.
Yeah.
And if he would have had a cameo in this movie, it would have been so cool. You know, if he was around.
But hey, it was so cool that Stephen King.
Yeah, Stephen King was in the movie. Spoiler, another one. Yeah. I'm gonna just keep saying spoiler just to annoy people.
He kept on. He told him, Bill. He said, "Oh, you're a writer. You got the money. $300."
Yeah.
And I kind of didn't like that either, but I don't know because I like the original movie. And see, that's my problem is I like the original, so I'm always going to compare the original to these, and I wanted that other stuff to happen.
What if a supercut's going to have that? Oh, speaking of Yeti, do you want to talk about it? Oh no, do you know? You remember me telling you about that, didn't you? The supercut. Yeah. So apparently, the director is working on a supercut of both movies, and it'll be over 5 hours long.
Yeah, I mean,
that'll be neat.
I wonder if he's going to do it like the miniseries, though. He'll have it flip-flopping.
Didn't we talk about that already?
Well, might as well.
But I mean, but 5 hour long movie. I mean, that's just something you throw on in the background during Halloween.
But he said that he's
Halloween party.
He's going to put stuff in there that wasn't originally in there. So he's making people want to see it now.
Yeah, like a director's cut.
Yeah.
Director's super cut.
But and the pharmacy scene when what's his name? The dude that's got
Eddie?
when Eddie goes in there to get his inhaler, the guy that's over checking out or looking at the shelf, that's the director of the movie.
Oh, my damn.
Andy, is that his name? Andy?
Andy Machete,
Yeah, that was him. He done the same thing in the first movie. He was
Well, and what I kind of didn't like about that I'm going to compare these movies together, guys. So it's probably going to get old for some people listening. But in the original, that dude was, he was Alzheimer's.
The pharmacy guy.
Yeah, he had like Alzheimer's, and so, but when Eddie come in, he looked at him and talked to him, and messed with him that way. Because I thought when he first walked up, I was like, oh, it's not going to be really him or something.
So I was thinking, because the way he was looking, and he was all nasty looking, and he looked like he was been burnt or something.
And the funny thing was, his daughter still had kind of the same hairstyle.
She looked
still
crazy.
Still
though.
working at the goddamn pharmacy.
Yeah,
it's crazy though. All them people looked a lot alike their characters.
What?
Their kids' characters.
I mean, they got some close similarities. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think Bill Hader looks like that kid looks like Bill Hader. I mean, just that they have glasses and dark hair.
What do you think about Jessica? Go ahead.
Bill Hader's fucking awesome though.
Bill Hader stole this movie. Just gonna say,
absolutely.
I was really questioning. I'm like, man, I know Bill Hader. He's funny. And every time I've seen him on a talk show, he's like a really cool dude, and he seems cool. But I was like, man, I just hope they don't overdo his character in this. And he was perfect.
Do you feel like they casted a good Jessica Chastain as Bev?
Yeah. I think
she fit the role really well. That's one thing I found that even though the character overall I feel like is weaker than the original, the Bev in this in It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2, the thing that I'll give him is in the old one, fucking the poem, your December fire, January embers, whatever. It's talking about how she had really fucking red hair. In the original movie, little girl Bev had fucking dirty blonde hair, and grown up Bev was a brunette.
Yeah. I don't think she was she a brunette? I thought she had red hair. But a darker shade of red. I don't know. That's semantics. It don't really fuck.
It is. It was just one of those little things. I was watching it the other day, and I was like, I'll be goddamned. But, the casting in this was pretty fucking good.
But let's move through. Here's one thing, and I guess the nostalgia of the old movie, the original movie, I guess it just holds too much for me. Because I didn't like how they just had them all just meet up at the Chinese place just automatically.
Yeah.
None of them, I mean, you don't really see them traveling into town. It's just they're at the Chinese restaurant. Bam.
Yeah, and there's stuff like that, like the travels into town, like the fucking it trying to scare them away from dairy.
Yeah.
That you don't get and you get some things that could have been fucking cut.
But man, that very first scene, when the movie opens up, you know.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Fuck, dude. Hey, I tell you what, that was a gut punch, and I thought that was going to set the tone for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
I got a little bit excited. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, and then it just wasn't at all.
No.
Not at all fun fact about that scene. The fucking hate crime in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fucking hate crime. I was like, and nothing gets done about, like, they're just like, oh, there's a dismembered body. Well, what about the motherfuckers that killed him?
What was up with the little kid that had sores all on his face? Was it like...
I don't know. That's what I was just like, what the... I guess they're just trying to say these are country-ass folk that, you know what I'm saying, living in the backwoods or some shit. I don't know.
I've already seen some criticism of having that film or that scene in the film, and I will say that is in the book. That is how that part of the book starts. It starts with a hate crime.
Oh, well, then I'm okay with it.
And then it gets deeper. 2 years before it was written and released, I guess, as he was probably still working on it, but 2 years before the book was released or whatever, that happened in Bangor, Maine. A young man was he was a gay man. He was brutally beaten and thrown off a bridge into a deep stream below, where he drowned. And it shocked, because Bangor is not very big, and it shocked the entire town, and it really had an effect on Stephen King. So he wrote it into there because that's the real monsters. You know what I'm saying? That's real fear, and that's why it made it into the pages of it. It's kind of a commentary on that. And when they caught the people who did it, they I'm not gonna give the quote because I don't want to get canceled, but basically the guy said, I just wanted to beat up a gay person, so that's what I did.
Yeah, because I was like, was this in the book? I hope this was in because I hope this was in the original book. You know, I was just like, what the fuck though.
That and Bev's introduction scene were the only times that were like, it really felt like a horror movie.
Yeah, I was just like, but my whole problem is it's 2019. You know, and that probably still does happen.
It absolutely does.
It's just...
would this movie take place in 2019?
I think it might have took place in 2016. Yeah, 16 or 17. But still, I was just like, gosh, dang. And it was fucking brutal.
Oh, yeah. That shit like that happens, though, man.
I was mad. And like you said, is that going to be the tone of the movie? But I didn't find it as the tone of the movie.
No.
It wasn't as brutal.
And I'm going to go ahead and say this now. I've fucking cracked the code, man. I really have. And I know why so many people have such a big problem with this movie. It's because of the source material and because of the original movie. These are dark. This is a dark story. This is about visceral fear. Okay, so you go in, especially if you're familiar with the source material. That's why it's such a hit with the younger audience. Anyway, if you're familiar with the source material, you know what tone you're expecting from this movie, from this franchise. So when you go into it and you get a straight up goofy horror comedy for a good 90% of the movie, I mean, you're going to be let down by it. But if you shift your expectations, you're going to have... I had fun.
Yeah, I had a great time.
There's a ton of stuff that I can and will criticize, but I will say that I had a fucking blast. Also, since we're still in the beginning of the movie, one of the things that I loved, and I've talked because I can't spoil it for anybody in my house, but I've talked endlessly about the transitions in the fucking beginning when Mike's doing all the phone calls. Those were gorgeous. The scene where it goes from, I don't remember what character, and the camera zooms into the stars, and the star becomes the fucking missing pieces of a puzzle, and you can see Stan through it, and then you're in his living room. That shit was amazing.
That would have been from Bev because Bev was at nighttime.
Yeah.
And then
that was so cool.
Yeah, that was.
Like the whole thing is shot so fucking well.
And like Bill, I guess one of the plot lines for him was all of his books have shitty endings. And everyone's been lying to him.
That's been the biggest critique for Stephen King for fucking 30 years.
Yeah, because ultimately Bill is Stephen King as far as he becomes a horror writer.
Yeah, he is. He's absolutely is. And like in the original movie I just watched the other day, at the beginning of the second segment, you see all his books laid out, and one of them is like The Glowing.
Oh, like The Shining. Oh my god.
There's a reference to The Shining in this, ain't there? When she's in the bathroom and it's filling up with blood, and dude pops his head in, he's like, "Here's Johnny."
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So that was supposed to be the most blood in a movie scene.
Yeah, it's just a room full of blood.
That was
a stall, a bathroom stall full of blood.
That don't count. That don't fucking count.
Yeah. I think in the wrestling world, I think they'd call that cheap heat.
Yeah.
I mean, well, on a technicality, it counts.
Yeah.
But it's not like it was just a room filling up with fake blood. It wasn't It wasn't like people's squirting blood.
It's crazy. There's no boobs in it at all.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
You can't count that old ass ladies.
Oh my god, no!
Oh my! Can we just talk about that effect for a minute?
In the trailer, they made it look like.
Thank you.
No, in the trailer though, they made it look like it was just a little old lady that was running naked towards her. But dude, it's like as she got closer, that motherfucker got big.
Yeah, and looked like Smegal.
It was like Smegal with tube sock titties.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this CGI?
Is that the name of the podcast? Tube sock titties?
Schmegel's tube top titties.
Tube socks.
Yeah, tube sock titties.
And this is where I'm going to bring this up. Every scare, you can't see me, but I'm doing great big air quotes. Scare in the movie, the whole fucking theater just erupted in laughter.
Like, yeah, because that was funny.
Every jump scare, everybody just fucking lost it. This movie was hilarious. I really loved, the CGI was fucking bad about 85% of the time. Let's get that out of the way now. We can all agree that the CGI
Everyone
was bad.
needs
whatever.
to get Marvel's team. Disney's
need to. I don't fucking like Marvel movies. I think they look
stupid.
Dumb.
I just want to say this before I forget. You should cut that fucking mullet. It's been like 30 years.
30 years. Oh my god.
That was pretty fucking funny.
See, in the original movie, Eddie was more of... He didn't have that smart-ass mouth on him.
No, he didn't.
And I don't know what the source material, if he did in the source material.
I can't remember, but I don't think he did.
I was just like, why is he being... I don't get it. Like, he's supposed to be the little coward, not wanting to get sick, not getting germs on you.
Yeah.
Why does he have this big smart-ass mouth?
Y'all want to... I'm going to go ahead and spoil this, spoil the shit out of this. That I don't guess this is in the book or in the trailer, or the original, that what's his name? Eddie is gay. Not Eddie. Richie's gay.
Yeah, they make Richie to be okay. Yeah.
He's in love with Eddie.
I didn't care. It didn't mind.
I didn't care, and I really liked. Okay, here's the thing. I don't care if you make a character different, orientation or race or whatever the fuck, is if you have a creative reason for it. But if you're just trying to throw diversity in, it's fucking stupid. It's pandering. It's bullshit. I hate it.
Well, do you
However,
think... Oh, sorry.
with this, I fucking dude, because I looked it up last night. I did like a lot of reading and shit last night. Muschietti, I fucking found I think I sent it to you guys.
Yeah.
But Muschietti said that one of the reasons, paraphrasing of course, because I don't want to read it, was that because the story is all about fear, that the fear of being exposed as a gay man was something that Richie carried with him still. So that was something that could really be used, because it's so hard to find a fear to prey on in adults, because we all fear things like fucking failure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't have as adults, we don't have tangible fears like that. I mean, most people don't. I'm sure, spiders or whatever, but so they have that visceral fear that they can tap into with Eddie and that, or with Richie, and that's why. So it makes sense. And I mean, like, it's still, I mean, you would think that we had progressed as a society to where that wouldn't be a thing anymore. But like, dude, I've got a fucking cousin in his 50s who's still in the closet because he's scared to come out because he knows he'll get disowned. You know what I'm saying? So
did you just out your cousin?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Sounds like you did.
I mean, nobody in my family listens to this fucking podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be the one episode they do.
Yeah.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Hey, Scribbles families.
Scribbles family. That's what your family's going to be named now.
Yeah, the Scribbles.
The Scribbles family.
The Scribbles. No, but...
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when they started implying that, because they implied that when he was a kid and he asked that boy to come back and play another game with him.
And then that made me think of the original, at the beginning scene. I guess that... You think that they did that also to set up that, because the original scene was so bad that you make Richie gay, and then that way it's like
try to redeem it or whatever.
Well, you can see that it's in the town.
Yeah,
that exists in the town 27
that
years
they
ago.
Didn't just throw a fucking hate crime in for no reason.
Yeah, and that I was wondering. I was kind of like, okay, I get the. While I was watching, I was like, oh, okay, I get the beginning scene now.
So what was?
I think the only thing that jump scared me was the fucking popping? Paul Bunyan or something.
That shit was nuts.
Well, something like, I don't know if it was, no, not the balloon. It was fucking and I think it was the Paul Bunyan where he turns around and it's just fucking it was just in your face.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, what the I was like, god damn, really? That was the only really big jump scare that I got out of that whole movie. And there was a lot of jump scares.
I like how they teased that one in the locker.
Yeah.
Like you're watching, you're like, okay, yeah, I know what's fixing to fucking happen here. Okay, well, yeah, this is gonna. Oh no, that wasn't what happened at all.
Oh, well, see, I thought, okay, well, if he don't come to the front, he's gonna be inside the fucking locker with him.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, I got you.
But they show it like the way they show it. It's like
he's gonna be up front.
Yeah, he's gonna be up front. And it's gonna be another one of those fucking. Oh my god! So they didn't show any of the build up to the losers coming into Derry. They fucking cut all that out. But they did not cut the goddamn fetch quests. That shit got old so fast. Where they had to go find their token.
Yeah, and I didn't like that whole, you need to go find your token. Was that in the original movie?
This movie could have been 45 minutes shorter.
Was that in the original movie? Did they say you need to go find your token?
That was not in the movie, in the original movie. It was, however, in the book. And I talked to a resident Stephen King expert that I have access to, and it was a fucking slog in the book, too. It was boring and long and hard to get through in the book, just like it was in the movie, but more so in the movie because it was just so by the numbers. It was, okay, I have to go to this place where I have a flashback that fucking scares me.
Yeah.
And then something runs at the screen, and then I go back to the hotel and either have, depending on the character, you either have like an emotional moment or a witty quip, and then the next person goes and does the thing, and the thing runs at the screen. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, we get it, okay? It's scary shit.
But Mike, he didn't have one, did he?
No,
I guess because he was just there.
Yeah, he had never left.
So I don't know, that part I was just like, okay. And then Bill's was just kind of like where he meets Stephen King, and his was just kind of like dragged the fuck out.
Yeah, like he was like, he got the bike. It's like, okay, dope, he's got the bike. That's what's up.
Yeah, and then
no, now he's gonna go get the fucking boat. Okay.
Okay, how about this?
And I was like, how's he gonna use the bike as his thing?
But, I thought he was gonna joust it. No.
What about though when he was going down the road and the fucking handlebars kept fucking up?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
they
weren't fucking up. Did he stop somewhere we didn't see and get them tightened?
What's that?
Nah, he just learned the chi of like where you got to put pressure on the handlebars.
And I think that's why
you rode a broke bike once. You know.
I think that's why I like the original where Mike gives him the bike.
Yeah. Because there's more story to it there.
Yeah, like that he meets Mike first and he's like, look, I got this the other day. Let's take a ride on it, and they ride around and they kill time with that. And then everyone comes into town and they fucking meet at the Chinese restaurant.
Do a super happy time montage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about that when they were down? They were seeing everything and they were smashing it up. Yeah. And that waitress comes in and she's like, "Is everything okay?" Yeah. Check, please.
Yeah.
And that check, did it include that fucking broke chair and all that other shit they fucked up?
He was just smashing the table.
It's not real. It's not real. It looked fucking real.
It and fucking check, please. I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, yo, can we pause for just a second?
Yeah. Yeah. So, what was we talking about? But yeah, they get out of the Chinese restaurant and they're like, "Fuck this! I ain't doing it."
Everybody's like, "Fuck."
Well, yeah, because
it's like part 1 of 3 of "Fuck this! I'm going home."
Yeah.
Because don't they say that? Oh, they don't remember. So, and then he brings it back, and they're like, "Oh hell no! You didn't tell us on the phone that it was gonna be like
Why'd
this.
you lie to us?" And I'm sitting there thinking,
"What did he fucking lie about?"
Yeah, I was like,
"That's what said." Did he not call him and tell him it's back?
Yeah.
You need to come back to Derry.
Yeah, you promised. That scar on your hand was a promise.
Well, speak of that one cut, man, and when it showed him, well, he dug down in that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
tendon damage.
I was like, good God, dude. Like, I mean, you're doing like severe cut. Like, that's stitches.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to get infected.
Dirty ass Coke bottle fucking shard of glass on the ground.
This is going to go to the end. But when they get done with everything, why does Scar disappear?
Because the scar linked them to it.
But yet, if the scar disappeared, why didn't everybody come back to life?
I don't know. Why would they?
Why would the scar disappear?
Because stupid plot points are stupid.
No, because it was a pact. It was a pact.
It's a pact, but...
Well, that's like a supernatural pact. The blood pact. You know how like it was more super... I think it's because it was more supernatural.
Wasn't Pennywise supernatural?
Exactly. So their pact was supernatural.
Well, then everybody should have come back.
Why would they have come back? Why? They're dead.
Pennywise killed them.
I know. They're dead.
They're supernatural.
That was a symbolization of it is over. Pennywise is gone. Like it's done.
Everybody should have come back.
No.
The ending would have been better.
Oh, it wouldn't have.
Yeah,
no, it wouldn't have. That would have sucked.
Thousands and thousands of people just show up. Boom.
That would
Native Americans are just walking around.
No, they wouldn't. They would have been dead.
How? They got killed by fucking it.
Pennywise.
I do think the fucking scar disappearing was stupid.
Yeah. They should have left that alone.
No, it was just a symbol. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It just symbolized that it's over.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
Yeah, no, I get the symbolism of it. I just
why couldn't they bring Georgie back? He'd just walk out of nowhere as an older guy.
With one arm and shit.
Same fucking raincoat that barely fits because he's older and grown out of it.
The belly hanging out the bottom of it.
He's eating cotton candy all the time.
Looking like a skinny Hulk.
He's always eating cotton candy with Pennywise. So.
Bill, I'm one arm now.
But I like that. What's his little phrase? You lied, so I died.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it come to light that he didn't want to go out and play in the rain.
Yeah. He faked sick. I was like,
You son of a bitch. And man, have you ever seen a rain drain or whatever, a sewer drain that was big enough where anybody could, like a grown adult, could stick their whole body in? I have never. The one that's on the ground. Well, it seems like a lot of people are being able to get pulled into these drains or crawl into them.
A fucking dude almost got pulled in that sumbitch. Oh, Bill.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
If you go by the ones in our town,
it seems like that's a safety. That's an infrastructure
it's fucking
problem right there.
But that some bitch is only like 4 or 5 inches tall.
Let me ask you this: have y'all ever been into a storm drain?
I walk past them and they're only like 5 inches tall.
No, I'm talking about the drain, like where it comes down a hill and then all the street water rushes off down into a creek. You ever been inside one?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you from experience, there's no turning around. We walked in, and then it drops down, and then you get into a smaller one that goes to the street and climb up and come out the fucking grate that was in the road.
You just picked the grate up?
The most fucking terrifying, one of the most terrifying things I've ever done.
Well, I guess once you go down,
well, no, it was
you can't get back up there?
Well, the whole fact was you'd be by yourself because everyone else was going. So you're in the fucking drain by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole mindset of, I got to go forward because everyone else is going forward.
Yeah.
And you get in that one and you're just like crawling on your hands and like you're fucking army crawling up it.
So it's scary?
Fuck yeah, dude. Claustrophobia is a bitch, bro. It makes me right now anxiety like a motherfucker right now.
Dude, thinking about it gave me anxiety. Are you serious?
Could you even fit in that now?
No, the storm drain you could, but the one going up, there's no way. And we was like kids, like 10, 11. Yeah, but we had adventures.
Now, that would be the only way that a grown person could fit in the sewer drain is if the grate was up.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But there wasn't even a grate on that one. That was just a little...
Just a hole.
A rectangle.
Anything could slide down in that sumbitch. They didn't even have stuff to stop fucking logs.
Yeah. Like I said, that's an infrastructure problem in Derry. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I was just like, well...
I need to make that shit smaller. Y'all got where grown men can crawl up inside that bitch.
But every time I see that fucking movie, every time I see it and... The fucking thing, that's all I can think about. It's like crawling up that fucker. Oh, fuck this, dude. Oh, it sucked so bad. I mean, I wouldn't have got stuck. It's just if you if you get so afraid and you stall, how are you getting out? You have to push through that fear.
My big ass.
And worry about getting stuck because you think that it's going to get smaller and smaller.
Dude, it's getting smaller. I know it is.
Yeah, oh, dude. It's fucking bad.
Your eyes start fucking with you.
It's bad. Ooh. And we just come up and fucking crawl out the fucking goddamn storm drain in the neighborhood. Yeah, good times.
Good times.
That was terrible.
I never did it again.
I
think we only did it once. We might have done it twice.
Where's that drain at? We should go visit it.
It's on Emerson Street. Somewhere in my old neighborhood.
We should go visit that.
Yeah, I don't know how big. It seemed really big when I was a kid, but it's probably not because it drains into the Duck River. Anyways, that don't matter. We're talking about where I live. Where we live. I'm sure everybody's interested in that shit. Home of Bonneray, though. Yeah. But anyways, so chapter 2, they get down there, and I don't know. I mean, I like the movie. Don't get me wrong. The ending was I don't know. But
it's funny because it was an okay story and then the ending sucked.
But that was the problem with the original too. So
yeah, and that was what they were jabbing at the whole movie, and then they did the thing. Maybe it was a giant joke because this movie was fucking funny,
and
so maybe it was a giant joke.
But here's the thing: is they're like, you lied to us again, Mike, because he lied to him again about the ritual.
Yeah, okay. God damn it. Can we talk about the ritual?
Yeah, we talk about the ritual.
Because I have words. This movie is fucking okay. It's supposed to be like they're talking about how they want it to be as close to the source material as possible, which I mean, in a lot of places it really succeeded, and I fucking bravo. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a really hard story to break down and turn into a film. But in the book, which is ostensibly what this is actually pulling from and not the old movie. In the book, the ritual of Chud is something that they read about in a book in the library. I think it's actually Ben who finds it, and it's a battle of wills where you have to make the evil creature laugh and then bite its tongue. And then it's a psychic battle of wills, and when it's Bill that gets pulled into the deadlights, and he gets taken out of space and time, and the entity is pulling him through the deadlights or out of reality into the actual deadlights in the cosmic space, and Bill sees Maturin, who's a giant turtle, who's super important. And he tells him about the ritual. He tells him there's only you, your friends, and Chud. You know what I'm saying? So that's when he psychically grabs the thing and wrestles him, and that's how they beat him in the first one, and they do it again in the second one. And it's still Bill and Richie who end up fucking really contributing the most damage in the end, and they pull out its heart, yada yada yada. But in the movie, so the change that they make is that Pennywise is an alien, and there are magic Indians that know how to fight it. The fuck? What?
Yeah.
I understand that you can't fucking really translate that cosmic shit into film, but to cut out Maturin completely was bullshit.
I'm trying to gather my thoughts here on this ending. I don't know. It's just kind of like when you just said that, it would have been so much better. I guess they're trying to, if they would have found it in a book, it sounds better.
Yeah.
And because that's what I automatically thought of. This is where I was going with this. Yeah. The whole battle of wills. He says that, and then there's no, then he starts fucking with them again and puts them in this different, I guess what you said, dimension. Like he's got them all in their little boxes. How to fuck with them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if that's a battle of wills, what should have happened was they were still in the circle, and he was fucking with them in the circle while they were chanting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted to do it that way so that he can break the circle.
But you couldn't get a bunch of cheap jump scares and a room full of blood out of that.
Well, no, you could have, because it would only been in their mind that the other stuff was happening, and then their battle of wills brings them back to the circle.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do that whole, but I don't know. I guess, and then it could just fail, and then I don't know. I just like whatever. Most movies are ruined by the ending. Most movies' endings aren't that great to begin with. It's hard to end movies.
There's a cheeky little nod in there that I didn't like. I don't know. I feel conflicted about is where I think they're going into summer school class. It's like Ben's flashback, maybe. Or maybe it's maybe it's in the library, but there's a fucking a porcelain turtle on the table.
Yeah,
and it zooms into that. That was the nod to the great turtle with the world on its back, because in there's all of these stories happen in an expanded universe, and that turtle created our world, and everything rests on beams. There's 12 guardians, and everything rests on beams, and it's all balanced at the center is the Dark Tower. And the beam that we exist on is guarded on one side by the giant turtle, Maturin, and the bear on the other side, Shardik. So this was like the whole story was kind of bringing in this almost Lovecraftian fucking mythos into it, and they just like for all the things that they included from the book, that's the thing they left out.
Hey, what was the universe or whatever it's called that It and the Dark Tower exist in?
It's this like the Stephen King macroverse or something like that.
Macroverse?
The Kinguverse.
Kinguverse?
No, but in the end, here's the ending. We're just going to ruin it for everyone. And you should have watched it. If not, you might not care to watch it. But they beat him down by bringing him down to size. That's what I was saying at the beginning. You know, if he can bring him down to size, they make him smaller.
And he just turns into
a fucking pudding.
Yeah, it turns into a Pennywise pudding.
Yeah, I was just like...
And then they reach inside. Who reaches inside?
I think it was Mike.
Yeah, and then they all put their hands on his heart and squish it.
Yeah, and he dies. And then everything turns black, and then everything starts to cave in. And what I was really hoping is that the meteorite was actually a ship, and then it would have taken back off and to go get another Pennywise to bring back to Earth. But that didn't happen.
But then, of course, Eddie dies, and Richie loses his shit.
Yeah. So,
revealing that he is really in love with Eddie.
Yeah.
I think Eddie had the best last words of any movie character in the history of cinema.
So, I fucked your mom?
Yeah.
I fucked your mom.
Hey, Richie. I fucked your mom. Yeah. You're true. That's right. It's true.
Hey, I'm going to pause.
Here's my other thing, though, is how are you going to explain his fucking death? Yeah. So that's the end of the movie. I mean, there's a whole bunch of... It's a long-ass movie.
So it ends.
It is.
And Halloween begins. Oh no!
Man.
Halloween, isn't it? Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
I was just trying to make fun of that movie.
Yeah. And you'll like the movie. I think the first one was better. I do believe the first one was better, and I think it's because with even the original movie, the first part was better than the second part.
Yeah. But if you liked it, Chapter 1, you'll probably enjoy it, Chapter 2.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it for sure. I mean, it's a good movie. I thought the pacing was done pretty well. I mean, but there's some people that's like, oh, it's slow. But I didn't think it was that slow. I mean,
the pacing was uneven. Like, okay, condensed my opinion, because I really want to write about this movie, and I'm gonna a lot. The pacing was really uneven. And see, like I said, people are going into this looking for the wrong thing. This is not a dark, sinister, serious horror movie. I don't care what they intended it to be. I put this movie in the same category that I put movies like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Well, come on.
Fucking dude, I love those movies. That's
but
not a slut.
It's not that fucking ridiculous.
It fucking, man.
I mean,
it's
funny
goofy,
movie.
It's goofy. It's fun. It's kind of over the top. The effects are fucking cheese. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't fucking trust me. It's not a bad thing. I love those movies.
Yeah,
but like to me, it's more in that vein.
Tucker and Dale.
It's a fucking goofy horror comedy. Yeah, I mean, but Tucker and Dale had better effects.
That is true.
There are some really cool nods in the effects that I like. When like fucking the head comes rolling out of the thing.
Oh man, could you imagine getting head from that thing?
Oh man. And then it grows the legs.
Yeah.
Like the head from the thing.
Yep.
And then fucking crawl. That was fucking cool. I like that because that was an obvious nod to the thing. Like, I don't know. That was cool. But like I said, I had fun. Is it a great movie? Fuck no. I could criticize it for days, but I had fun.
Yeah.
If you just go in, just don't go in wanting to criticize it. Go in, think it's a fucking super expensive B movie. Is what it is. Go in, fucking have fun.
Yeah. Well,
drink a beer, smoke a bowl. Just go in, fucking turn your brain off, and have fun. Forget all the source material.
And
just fucking enjoy yourself, and you will laugh your ass off.
Forget the damn original movie 2, because the whole time I was just like, I would rather have seen this done. I'd rather have seen this done.
If you want if you want a horror movie, go watch the miniseries.
Hey, does the H disappear on Ben's belly? Since the scar on their hand fucking disappeared?
Why are you so hung up on this scar thing? Why does that bother you so much?
Because it was dumb.
Stupid shit. And ain't no scar gonna disappear that's that fucking big that the motherfucker done went down into the ligaments.
Pack. It was a spiritual blood pack.
He
like
fucked.
whose hand
did he cut?
Paranormal blood pack.
Whose cut was that? Was that Ben? Did he cut his hand?
No, that was Beverly.
I think.
Whose ever hand he cut? Whoever hand he cut, them ligaments were fucked.
Well, Stan's already dead anyway, so.
Well, here's the thing.
Spoiler.
This is a movie about a fucking alien that comes to Earth, sleeps for 27 years at a time, you lucky bastard, gets up, kills people for a couple of months, takes another nap, turns into a clown spider, turns into a fucking werewolf, and the disappearing scar is where you draw the line. Like, you gotta throw it all. You gotta throw out reality completely. You just gotta get rid of it.
Someone's hand is fucked, though.
Dude, that was just to be graphic. I mean, granted, that was way too deep of a cut, and the motherfucker probably hit a fucking vein, and some bitches would have died early.
I'm thinking ligaments, fingers don't work no more.
Tetanus.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that bottle was picked up off the fucking ground as an adult. You are stupid. Kids are dumb.
No way.
As a kid, I'd be like, fuck you, dude. There ain't no way I'm letting you cut me with that dirty ass fucking bottle that's been on the ground. Fucking, I bet you a bum pissed on it.
What's that mother? I snorted. What's that dude? The one that Stan's so scared of? The starts with L. What's that word?
The leper?
Yeah, the leper. The leper
Eddie.
probably pissed on it. Eddie, my bad. Yeah, the leper probably pissed on that motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Like, I was just like, and it was that old ass fucking thick ass fucking school soda bottle. The little smaller ones. I know it was a small one. You know, the little fatties that they sold back in the day.
Ponies.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, you know, like a Pepsi and, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
There's some people wouldn't know what that is because they didn't grow up in that time, but yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
What?
Fuck you. I was like, y'all motherfuckers, like, you can't get a knife?
Right? None of y'all carry a knife. Only Henry Bowers is the only one that carries a knife.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was like, man.
And that's a nice little knife he's carrying in this movie,
That
too.
was a pretty slick knife. And my whole thing is Eddie's a pussy. And he gets stabbed in the fucking mouth. And nothing. And
he gets stabbed in the mouth and keeps running it.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah, you could see the blade inside of his mouth.
He's supposed to be the fucking big vagina of the group, right?
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, he's fucking gut stabs old dude.
And then he gets down there into the house, and all of a sudden he's fucking frightened that he can't move. What? He got stabbed in the face and then stabbed dude. But then he gets to the house, and he's too afraid to fucking grab a knife to get the fucking head off of him. Or whatever the little creepy crawly thing was.
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know. Like there's a lot of uneven shit.
I know we already ended the movie, but I don't know.
I mean, fucking whatever. And like, what the fuck ever happened to Henry Bowers? He fucking shanked dude, and then Eddie, he's fucking nailed the shower curtain to his chest, disappears, gets into the fucking
library.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets in the car and then he goes to the library.
And then he's gone.
No, he fucks with Mike and then they take the hatchet and pack him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit,
but what they do with his body?
That.
What's up with the dude come to life?
They just left him stinking in the hotel.
The dude come back from the dead and is driving the car around for him.
Yeah, I didn't. Zombies, man.
That was cool. Kind of looked almost looked like a Marcus Parks zombie.
Yeah. I don't know who that is, but
Marcus Parks.
I've seen the zombie.
Yeah.
You talking about from last podcast? He's got a zombie.
No, he kind of fucking that zombie kind of reminded me of Marcus.
Oh, okay. Man, I want to watch one of their streams, but that ain't gonna do this. But
okay, but that's all we got, guys. I hope you liked this episode.
It's almost an hour and 30 minutes long.
If this is, and I meant to say this at the beginning, and I should add, if this is the first time you're listening to us, we hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening. I should have said this at the beginning. I need to put that down in the notes. Thank you for listening to us.
No, it's good at the end because they listened all the way through.
Yeah, and follow.
Thank you at the end.
Yeah, true. And
thanks to our Patreons.
Yeah, patrons, not
Patreons.
Our detonators.
Detonators blowing that shit up.
Yeah, you can detonate us. You can detonate also. God damn, Jimmy.
I love Black Water.
You can donate also to our Patreon. The Horror Basement, or was it Teen Horror News? Whatever. Anyways, so thanks for listening, guys, and ladies, gals, and ghouls, whatever you want to fucking say. And haunt season's on us, so go to teenhorror.com.
Whoa.
Check out that.
No, stop, Johnny. You sound so unenthused when you said that. Man, y'all got to go check out the TN Horror News haunt directory. I fucked.
Yeah,
I was all like on a roll, but yeah, the haunt directory. It's got a shit ton of their haunts all over the country, like biscuits and gravy.
What? And also, make sure to go click on some of them articles. I mean, there's a whole bunch of articles, whole bunch of reviews. Yeti and the crew's doing great with that, and there's a shitload of like press releases on there, new movies and pre-order.
And I'm actually starting to put some of them trailers on the YouTube or the Instagram.
Yeah, so
they've been getting lots of likes, but
oh fuck, you made me forget what I was going to say.
Haunt Secrets of Tennessee, check them out. Also, it's a horror podcast. Yeah, they good, and Half-Ass Horrorcast. Yeah,
horrible horror podcast for those of you who like to hear fucking terrible movies broke down. Those guys are great.
Well, I had something and I forgot.
All right.
And it was important. But
okay. That's all we got, guy. We out.
Peace.
Stay spooky. Try not to be an asshole.
We forgot to do our social medias.
Johnny.Leroy.
I just recently changed mine to Jim Jam here.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm still the.yeti.616 on Instagram. Fucking
you can just
I post stuff that I write.
Put it in.
What?
I said.
Oh, what did he was talking? He was talking.
I said I'm still the.yeti.616 on Instagram. I post stuff that I write. I post stupid pictures of mushrooms growing in my yard. It's a good time. Come hang out.
All right. Hell yeah. So that's all we got now. We out.
Peace.
Yeah, what I said last time.
Yeah, I just put that in the